Up next on ijdm, we are testing out the realistic wireless FM intercom from the late 70s, early 80s kind of period. ijdm starts now.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Well, what do we have here? Well, this is the realistic plug and talk FM wireless intercom from the late 70s, early 80s. As I tried to say in the intro, very weird talking with these things. They do have a funny buzz. And the thing I've been able to isolate with the buzzing noise, I would say probably the caps are starting to go bad, possibly. Either that or it's just the technology of its time or era, but anyone knows the reason for the buzzing, please make it buzzing. You can call it buzzing, I guess. The staticky kind of buzzing thing going on with these, yeah, make a comment. I would like to know more about that. I'm not an electronics expert, nor am I any type of engineer. On the back side, we have a caution, do not open electrical shock. We will not do that. This usually indicates the transmitting receiving frequency for this set of intercoms. They had A, B, C, and D possibly. I think this one's actually on A for some weird reason, because when I checked the frequencies and a few things online, it's in a different frequency range, but we'll get back to that. And again, we got another one, prevent fire or shock hazard. Do not expose this appliance to rain or moisture, so no, you cannot leave this outside. This is an alternative, and if you knew the 70s and 80s, even go back into the 60s, houses usually had intercom systems throughout the house. Of course, it's the time before you had wireless phones and all kinds of things like that, and I guess now we just holler across the house, because I doubt anybody's actually probably texting each other across the house, but anyhow, this is what we would use back then, and this would be kind of a semi-budget friendly kind of thing, rather than wiring your house all up with a base station and a bunch of intercoms in different rooms. You just kind of have this in a room set somewhere, and you would be able to talk from one room to another, and you just leave them on all the time. And anytime you want to make a call, you just push the button, and as you heard in the background there, I think you could hear that, it makes a buzzing noise, and then when you talk, you can just talk by pushing the button like that. You can also lock it on to use it as a, turn that off, that buzzing is annoying. You could also lock it, and I guess the reason for that is they say you could use these for baby monitors, which was a pretty nifty idea too. Got your volume lever here, and that's pretty much it. And I do have two intercoms set up right now. I actually have one off camera and one on camera. So let's go ahead and get the other one and just see if there's any differences between the two. Well, right off you can see this one has a little crack on it, and it was beat up a little bit more. Who knows, maybe it was in somebody's garage or whatever. I don't know if the plastics originally were in this color or not. And I'm sure somebody's gonna ask, are you gonna take them apart? No, I'm not, because last time I did, I was kind of nervous about it. Inside, you just got a basic, circuit board with transistors and capacitors and things like that. There is a light that's supposed to turn on in the talk button when you turn them on, but that light has long since disappeared. Gone, does not work anymore. I looked in there, it looks like the bulb is actually soldered onto the board and in a difficult place to get to, where you got to release the buttons, and it would be a mess trying to actually just do it for that. I'd rather just show these as they are and what they do, and yeah, I pretty much showed what they can do. You can actually talk back and forth. So if I basically put this right in front of the camera like so, and take this other unit and bring it over across the house here.
Yes, now we are talking on the buzzing intercom now on ijdm. Yeah, this is how we started the whole video, by doing this whole thing.
I don't know, I just thought it was kind of a neat thing, kind of communications in the early days. And I was curious, and I did do a frequency scan to try to figure out what frequency these are actually operating on. It said 160 kilohertz operating in FM mode. Again, if somebody wants to make a comment on that, I'm a little confused, because usually when you're in kilohertz, you're in amplitude modulation, not frequency modulation. So I guess it's just something they decided to do with this particular intercom, and maybe make the voice a little clearer, less tanny, so forth and so on. So let's power up the old Radtel. You saw a few videos ago, I did a whole thing on this radio. I think I actually did two. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in different radios, ham radios and things like that. And this actually does all of it. also operates as kind of a quasi scanner. So what I'm going to need to do is go into the long wave. I'm in AM mode, midwave mode on that channel, so I need to switch this over to the closest thing I could find on this radio that would do those low frequencies was actually long wave. If I switch to long wave mode, then I can actually hear the radio, and I think it was number 160. So that means when I press the call button, I should hear a noise. I'm going to turn the volume down on this. I should hear a noise on this radio. Yes, that definitely works, but my voice sounds very funky right now. Sounds like I'm kind of a robot. Yeah, so kind of neat that if you do have a radio that's can transmit and receive on long wave, you could actually communicate with them, but probably not more than 5 or 6 feet away. From what I understand, it does use some kind of technology where it's sending the signal through your power. I know that's a thing with, like, back then with X10 and things like that, that they would actually send the signals through your actual house, and this kind of acts as like an antenna kind of thing. The best way I can explain it. So I'm not sure on actual, like, if I did bring this radio. Well, let's try it. Let's go ahead, and I can't transmit with this one. I would have to leave this radio behind and go somewhere else. So that wouldn't work because I cannot transmit on long wave frequency with this radio. It just sends it back into regular mode. But anyhow, that is the infamous Radio Shack plug and Radio Shack. Well, it is Radio Shack. Radio Shack Realistic Plug and Talk FM Wireless Intercom.
And that will do it for this ijdm. Thanks for watching.